Alright everyone, just one more video before we go any further in ZBrush. Okay, so I thought it'd be a good idea to stop here, review and evaluate just how far we've come since our concept art phase and whether or not we're staying true to our character brief. Okay, so let's first of all, we'll start with that character brief. Okay, so how much here have I fulfilled the criteria? And I think you can pretty much see that for the time being, it's the gunslinger portion that has been fulfilled quite effectively. We've got kind of, not really duster cloaks and hats, but we've got a lot of like leather going on there. We've got some kind of, shirt garments and whatnot. We haven't got any bolt action weapons yet. We haven't got any holsters. And over to Gothic here, again, color tones haven't really played into it yet because we've just been creating the raw garments, but we have got this Gothic element here of sharp angled shapes in the sense of how some of her shirt has been made, how the vests have been tapered off and whatnot, and the collar and everything like that. So we are kind of ticking that box a little bit for Gothic, and the redeemed aspect here, it's going to be very hard. Like I've mentioned before, it's going to come through quite later on, I think, once the character is nearly done. So this time we can't really see much of what's going on in this third theme idea here. Okay, but if you go back to our ZBrush mesh and we compare this now to our concept art that we've laid out, again, it looks like we're quite a ways off at the moment because it's just the basic garments, right? What we meant to do with that, there's not much we can do with it. We definitely do still need to do quite a bit of tweaking here. Like for instance, I'm not happy with the way the breasts appear in this particular vest top there. That might be something that, well, I think that is something that will have to be addressed. I can see here that this fold over is slightly smaller than in the concept art here, but I think I might like this a little bit more. It gives me a bit more room to play with stuff lower down here, like kind of abdomen area here, especially when we've got the belts going across. Okay, and the overall kind of waist here looks a little bit round at the moment. These trousers are quite what can we say, angled, straight and sharp with some deliberate folds and things like that, so we can all add that in a little bit later. That's my personal gripe with this stuff at the moment. Okay, but for the most part we've got the building blocks, save for the boots of course, but the boots is something that I will probably leave until a little bit later on. Right now I'm keen to sort of come in and kind of work on the garments we've already got there and make a couple of key decisions about those. But yeah, in terms of where we are in hitting the kind of correct tones and levels with the character, she's on par, she's getting there. Okay, it's going to take a bit of a while, we have a long way to go just yet, but the results and the start looks promising so far. Okay, alright, fantastic. I said we'd do a couple of reviews every now and then, so that was the review for the post Marvelous Designer garment making section. So now, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring back some of those folds, shall we? And let's really do our kind of major tweaking to get this kind of base garment mesh looking more like our concept art over here.